or no?
Yes. So
Okay.
you're talking Traver Connect now. So Traver
Right.
Tech was that first company I sold
Got
to
it.
ADP, right? And then a couple companies later, we got Traver Connect in 2011. Yes. So why did I start in service? I think if I could speak to that first of all, it was the undone part of BDC. Back in 05, when I was still at ADP, I'm speaking to our executive committee. I said, look, there's this huge need in service. And I said, there's a ton of data. There's a ton of moving parts. I said, it's different than sales, where you go to the store and we equip the staff. You have 10 salespeople that, they're going to get 15 leads a day between the phones and the floor. But I said, in service, you have 3 advisors and they're going to take 60 to 80 phone calls and work 15 ROs a day that are in front of them. I said, do you see the issue here, right? You got
Huge.
more people to take care of than you have people taking care of them in service. And in sales, it's the inverse. I mean, I only got to juggle. Hopefully I get to talk to somebody today. Sometimes that's it.
Absolutely.
And it, worst case scenario, on an average day, I'm not talking a tent sale day, I'm going to talk to a few people, right? Whereas in service, shoot, I've talked to a few people by 8 o'clock, right? So, you have a problem. And so I got stiff armed. They didn't see it. They basically said, they didn't really stiff arm me, but they just said, look, John, it's not our core. Are you talking about building a contact center and the whole day? I said, yeah, I think we're going to have to be ready to do that. It's not our core business. I said, okay. I just want to, for the record, I just want to say that in 2014, the reason it's called CDK today, they bought not only Cobalt, but eLeads gets bought, which for part of that business is what, Russ? A contact center.
Yep.
Right. And half of that business was service. So, I mean, I could kind of see, like, hey, we're going there. Now I get it. If you don't want to build it, no big deal. But so that left me in the middle. 2011, I'm going, okay, we're going to do this. Now I'd already bought a contact center in commercial real estate and that was growing. So strategically, what I was also doing was I said, okay, I'm going to take the back office cost and I'm going to bifurcate. I'm going to cut it in half. So like our accounting team can, with a little bit extra help, payroll and things like this, I can cut that cost in half and one company supports its part. The other company supports its part. That company now has, both companies have a competitive advantage. Same thing with IT, same thing with facilities like that, right? And so it worked. I mean, it took time, but it worked. And so both of those companies they're both critical mass businesses. So they require a certain amount of revenue for them to be able to do what they're supposed to do in this space. But below critical mass, you're writing checks to a business like that, right? Mm-hmm. So from a cash flow standpoint. So that's kind of was the vision, but Traver started in service. The idea, there were a couple key points. I mean, if I can highlight it, I think one was, dealers were missing calls. So it started there. And we still have an issue. If we talk in service and we say the phones, everybody knows what we're talking about.
It's right? Huge.
That's all you got to say is the phones, right? No. So what's ironic to me though, is, the death of the phones. I mean, I've listened to a lot of folks talk about AI. And we have dealers that have left us for AI and have come back. So we have our own AI product that will roll out. I've taken our time. We've spent time. We feel like we can come to the market at a different place, at a different cost, less. So you have stores spending $1,500 to $2,500 a month on AI. And, customers, about a third of your customers are going to accept AI in a typical market. Now, Brian Benstock is in Manhattan, he's in New York City, and everybody uses Google there to do everything. So, but it's hard to base a business in Dallas or in Portland or, you know what I'm saying? Not everywhere is New York City. And so you got to zoom out enough and go, okay, what are consumers doing? At the same time, you don't want to do this and say, I can't hear you, because there are customers and there are demographics, younger, that will embrace talk to text and things like this to get what they need. But at the end of the day, I think the scorecard in service is really not just about calls, it's about retention.